Welcome to bus number 10. It's a 2007 Bluebird All-American rear engine compressed natural gas bus. It has 4 bays, 2 on each side. They go from the edge of the bus to the frame because the CNG tanks are down the center. A shot here in the bus yard. There's the front of the coach. Yes, I have stuff on my dash that'll be moved later. I was doing some research for my other job. Continuing with bus 10. Try and get all the gauges in here. Okay, the top left is engine temperature. The next one over to the right is the front air tank. Lower left is rear air tank, and then lower right is the voltage meter. So we're pumping out voltage right now. Next is the speedometer, odometer. Also shows engine temperature. Currently is 99 degrees Fahrenheit. Next one to the right is our tach, and our clock shows 1:28 p.m., which is relatively correct. The next one is the transmission temperature. Below that is oil pressure. Lower right is the amp gauge. Upper right is the fuel gauge. Coming down the left side here, we have a headlight switch, a selector to dim or brighten the dash, and then a fast idle switch. The fast idle switch we use during pre-trip. After you pump down your air, you flip that switch, it puts on a high idle, and you build up the air a whole lot faster. Coming down here, barely see, it's kind of dark in the bus. It's 1:30 in the afternoon. That's a noise suppression switch that turns off anything stereo, defrosters, heaters, defrost fans, so you have silence on your bus for railroad crossings or when you want to talk to the kids and they're being too loud. Next switch there, that is the heater switch for the mirrors, crossover mirrors and left and right mirrors. This isn't as high-tech as the electric buses, so you gotta go outside and adjust the mirrors yourself. Next switch is for the driver's light, and then next two will be the dome lights. This bus has a real fancy deluxe cup holder there. Coming up, we have an AM/FM stereo CD player, seatbelt cutter for everybody that says, well, what happens without the seatbelts? We got a cutter. Defrost fan, crossover mirror. All my emergency equipment is up above. Coming back down around, another defroster mirror. This bus doesn't have an air horn, so my left leg can stretch out very far. Parking brake, ignition switch. We are transmission's a keypad, a lot easier to do than some of the toggles that are out there. All these are for crossovers. This is your heater to make it cooler or hotter for your heater. Service door. It's windy today, so you might get a rush of air. Opens the door, closes the door, and my broom is in my doorway. Coming down here, these are the front heater and defroster. Down below are the rear heater switch and little pump to make the water go a little bit faster through the heaters. My trash can's down there. I got a trip this afternoon, so I have a travel bag with dinner in it. Coming around, here's the inside of the bus. It has gray seats, except for the driver's seat. Driver's seat's brown. The back of the driver's seat tilts forward and back. The seat itself moves forward and back and up and down because it's an air ride seat, so we get that up and down part. This bus has an offset aisle. You have 2 passengers on the curb side, 3 passengers on the street side. Of course, with seatbelts, it's California. I got a tire buddy here. I have my stop sign for crossing the little ones. In California, we cross students to kindergarten through 8th grade. High schoolers can cross on their own like the rest of the states. Coming back, I've got speakers because this does have stereo. I have 2 roof hatches. Here's the first one, vented in the forward position. Coming back, I have emergency exit window. The whole window opens to one side. Street side, floor level, emergency exit. This is a 62 passenger bus. If I had a bench seat here, this would be a 65 passenger bus. Coming back, another window emergency exit. Another roof emergency exit. Rear emergency exit, and in the corner over there is my child check. This bus hasn't been driven in 3 weeks, so I got a lot of cleaning to do. But for now, this is bus 10.